And we're all right. This is going to be 45 minutes of mat Pilates, and we're going to get started down on our mat. So I'm going to scooch myself back in. Can you just give me a thumbs up one more time if you can hear my voice okay over the music? All right, perfect. Okay. All right, let's meet down on our mat. We are going to start with a little bit of a stretch today just to open up our hamstrings and our calf muscles, but we are going to start in cat and cow as we usually do to warm up the spine. Um, so meet me in tabletop position. We're going to drop the belly down, and I want you to initiate these movements starting with the tailbone. So as we press up into cat pose, initiate that rounding, pressing up with the belly button from the tailbone, gaze down, and then inhale, drop the belly down, and then exhale, press the belly button up towards the spine. Inhale, drop the belly down, and then exhale, press the belly up. 2 more times each way. Inhale, drop the belly down, and then exhale, press. For 1 more time, inhale, drop the belly down, and then exhale, press the belly button up toward the ceiling. Nice job. From here, we're going to curl the toes under and then press ourselves up into downward facing dog. So if you need to, walk those hands a little bit forward. I'm going to take my socks off here. Press yourself up into downward facing dog. Alternate bending the knees and dropping the heels down towards your mat. Nice job. From here, guys, we're going to walk our feet towards the top of our mat. So if you have to, bend your knees, or you can also walk your hands back towards yourself. Either way, I'm going to step forward towards the front of my mat, coming into forward fold. From here, our hands are going to find our shins, and we're going to press up, inhale, halfway lift, and then exhale, fold all the way down. We're going to do that 2 more times here. We are opening up the backs of the legs. Inhale, halfway lift, and then exhale, fold. For 1 more time, inhale, halfway lift, and then exhale, fold all the way down. Our fingertips are going to reach up towards the ceiling, and we're going to super hands all the way down. Inhale, come up to standing. Exhale, hands down by your side. Inhale, up. We're going to go right back down. Swan dive all the way down. Come all the way down, forward fold, hands find your shins. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold 2 more times. Here we go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, relax down as much as possible. 1 more time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Hands are going to find the mat here, and we're going to alternate bending knees. So just take a few here, alternate bending knees, really opening up that lower back, maybe feeling the calf muscles here. Nice job. And when you're ready, hands are going to find your mat. Right or left foot steps back into our downward facing dog. Alternate bending knees when you get there. Sinking the heels down towards the mat. Nice job. Knees come back down towards your mat. Sit back for a second, child's pose. If you need to, you can roll your wrists out here to relieve any tension. And we're going to go right back into our cat and cow. But when we do this time, we're going to use our breath. So I want you to use that tissue example I talk about in the pelvic floor. The tissue is laying flat on the pelvic floor. And every single time you exhale, the tissue lifts up. So I want you to feel like this feeling of things raising up from the pelvic floor. And on the inhale, it drops down. Exhale, everything lifts up. Inhale, drop down. Exhale, lift up. It's a little counterintuitive. So here we go again. We're going to incorporate that into our cat and cow. So drop the belly down. Inhale, everything sinks down. Exhale, everything raises up. Inhale, drop the belly down. Gazing up, exhale, press. Everything lifts. Inhale. Exhale. For 1 more time, then the movement initiates from the tailbone, and then exhale. Nice job. Let's cross our feet underneath us, and we're going to come down to a seated position, and we're going to work bridge a little bit. So hands behind the knees, walk yourself all the way down onto your mat. And feet are going to be pretty close to the hips. Hands are going to be down by your side. And we're going to roll up through the spine, starting with the tailbone, like a string of pearls. The spinal column is going to press up off of the mat. And like a string of pearls, the spinal column is going to wrap or roll right back down. Let the pelvis roll forward. And then inhale, lift the pelvis up off the floor. And then exhale, rounding all the way down. Inhale, lift up. Everything drops down. Exhale, Let the spine roll down. Inhale, lift. And exhale, round down. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Really articulating that spine. Exhale, round down. 1 more time. Inhale, lift. And then exhale, round all the way down. Nice job. Bringing the spine back to neutral. Bring the knees into the chest. Rock side to side here for a second. Hands are going to be on top of the knees. We're going to just draw some circles, massaging that lower back on the floor, circling in one direction. Take about 3 big circles, and then we're going to circle opposite direction. Nice job. And now we're going to go into our 100. So extend the legs up towards the ceiling. Knees can be bent, extended. Feet can open like a book. Legs can come out on a diagonal, but the one thing I want you to maintain and work on is keeping that lower back planted on the mat. The rib cage spreads wide here, so I don't want you to think about lifting the rib cage lifting. I want it to sink down and keep the rib cage knitted together. Hands are going to be down by your side. Walk your fingertips down and then raise up your head and neck when you're ready. We're going to pump the hands like we're slapping puddles of water. Inhaling for 4, exhaling for 4. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. We're almost there. 2 more. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Last one. Exhale. Nice job. Bring the head and neck down. Bring the knees into the chest. Look side to side to release the neck. Nice job. We're going to do the modified roll up. Still in our warm up here. Extend the legs up toward the ceiling. Hands come behind the knees. Rock yourself up to a seated position. We're going to do the modified roll up, just still warming up the spine and the core. Hands can be behind the knees for this. Leg position options are planted or extended. Feet can be close together or wide apart. Wide apart is more modification. Feet position either flex or Barbie feet, where the toes spikes back, but the feet are extended. Hands are going to be out by us, in front of us, reaching forward. We're going to start a roll down from the tailbone, rounding back through the spine. Exhale. Inhale, come back up to seated. Coming up, sitting up nice and tall. When we come back up, reach the hands up toward the ceiling. And then exhale, rounding back through the spine. So this is a modified roll up, just a half roll up. Exhale, inhale, come back up to seated. We're rounding down through the spine, reaching the hands in opposition, reaching the legs away. And I want you to reach the legs long here, so long away from you that it's going to help you come back up to seated. I want you to think about that now. Roll back, exhale, round down through the spine. Inhale, reach the legs long, reach, reach, reach. Inhale, up overhead. 2 more. Here we go, guys. Round down through the spine, round back, round down. Inhale, come back up, sitting up nice and tall, like someone's lifting you up through the crown of the head. 1 more time. Inhale, exhale, round back. Inhale, come back up to seated. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach over, seated forward fold. You can relax the feet here. You can bend the knees if you want to. If your legs are bent, extend them out now so you can enjoy this little stretch. We're going to do the full roll up here. So coming back to seated, again, feet can be planted if you want to. You can use your hands to walk down, and I'd really prefer you guys use modification initially to really build that strength and endurance up in the core to make sure we have proper alignment and engagement. I'll show you the modified version. So if you're modifying the roll up, we're going to walk our hands down, reach the hands back, keep the rib cage tucked down here. Don't let the lower back lift up off the floor. I want you guys to think about planting that lower back down, planting the rib cage down. Don't let it expand. Reach the hands back, especially when the hands reach back. Keep that rib cage down. Reach the hands forward, bring the chin to the chest, and then you can use your hands to walk yourself back up, coming up to a nice, tall, elongated position through the spine. If not, the legs will be extended, either feet flex or Barbie feet. Hands are going to be out in front of us, and we're going to roll all the way down through the spine like a string of pearls, rolling all the way down onto the floor. Nice job. Reach the hands back. As you come up, bring your chin to your chest, reach the legs long, away from you, rounding up through the spine. without momentum, coming up to a nice seated tall position. Let's do 4 more, rounding down through the spine. Reach your legs long and away from you. Reach the hands long. Reach the hands back. Without momentum, bring your hands forward, chin to chest, round up through the spine, coming back up, sit up nice and tall. Inhale. Exhale, round down. Reach, 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 reach. No momentum here, guys. We are working with control from the powerhouse. Draw the chin to the chest. Nice and strong. Come back up to seated. Inhale. Exhale, 2 more. Here we go. Reach in opposition. Reach the toes long away. Inhale. Exhale, round up. Reach the legs long, so long that they help you come up. Nice job, and yes. 1 more time. Here we go. Round it down. Nice job. Reach the hands back. Round up through the spine. Reach the hands up towards the ceiling. Here we go. Seated forward fold. 1 more time. Relax the legs down. Nice job, guys. From here, we're going to come back up to seated. I'm going to shift my hips toward the center of my mat, and we're going to come into the single leg stretch. So if you need to, walk your hands down, bring your knees into your chest. We're going to extend one leg out. So the legs will work like darts here. That lower back stays planted on the mat. My right knee is going to be into my chest. My left hand is going to grab onto the top. My right hand is going to grab onto my ankle. I'm trying to keep my legs on the inside of my frame of my body, so I don't want them to come out at all. We're going to pull, pull, and switch, pull, pull, and switch, pull, pull, and switch, pull, pull, and switch. Here's 8. Keep that head and neck raised if you want to. You can also lower it. Pull, pull, and switch. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale. Exhale. Last 2. Inhale. And then we're going to pick it up for 8. Here we go. For 8 and 7 and 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2. Last 1. Nice job. Lower the head and neck down. Bring the knees into the chest. I'm looking at my cheat sheet. Rock side to side, massage that lower back on the floor. Nice job. Extend the legs up towards the ceiling. Hands are going to come behind the legs. Roll yourself up with momentum this time. We're going to do the spine stretch forward. Legs can be extended or feet can be planted. It's up to you. We're going to reach the hands out in front of us, and we're going to dive forward like we're trying to dive over one of those big Bosu balls in the gym. So I also want you to feel like if someone had their hands here in front of my stomach, I want you to imagine they're pulling me back or pulling you back. So they're trying to create this beautiful C shape with the spine as we do this. So sitting up nice and tall to start. Inhale and exhale. Round the spine forward as much as you can without leaning forward too much. And then round up through the spine, starting at the tailbone, coming back up to seated. Nice job. Here we go. We're going to do it 4 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Dive forward, round forward, round forward. Pull the belly button back towards you and then round up through the spine. We're just articulating the spine and building strength in the core. Inhale, exhale, dive forward, round forward over that ball, imaginary ball, and then round up through the spine. Nice job, guys. 2 more times. Inhale, exhale, reach and run forward, dive forward, round, 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 and then exhale, come back up to seated. Inhale, exhale, round forward. Inhale, come back up to seated. Nice job. Hands are going to come behind the knees. We're going to round down through the spine, and we're going to go to the double leg stretch. So bring the knees into the chest. We're going to stretch the arms and legs out at the same time. Swoop the arms around, hello plant, and then pull the knees into the chest to stretch out that lower back. The whole point here is to keep that lower back planted on the floor and keep the rib cage down as we do this. Here we go. Let's reach out together, swoop it around, and pull the knees in. Reach it out, reach in opposition. Pull it back in. Here we go. Reach. Swoop it around. Pull the knees in. Yes, you can. Reach. Swoop it around. Pull the knees in. Yes. Swoop. Exhale. Inhale. Reach. Exhale. Pull it in. 2 more. Inhale. Reach. Exhale. Pull it in. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Pull it in. Drop the head and neck down. Look left and right. You can rock side to side to massage that spine on the floor. Nice job, nice job, nice. Legs are can extend up towards the ceiling, hands come behind the legs, round up. We're gonna do the stop. So feet can stay planted here or extended. Feet are gonna come the width of our mat, maybe a little bit wider. Flex the feet if your legs are extended. Hands are going to be out by your side. We're going to sit up nice and tall like someone's lifting us up through the spine. We're going to twist to look back over that back hand. I'm going to dive forward, almost like I'm diving over that big Bosu ball. Again, really pressing or pulling back through my core. Pinky finger to pinky toe, pulse, pulse. Come back up, twist, other side. Here we go. Pulse, pulse. Come back up to center and twist. Dive forward, pulse, pulse. Come back up. Look to the backhand, pulse, pulse. Come up. That backhand twist down to protect the shoulder as we dive forward. Come up and twist. Keep those feet flexed. Toes are coming back towards your shins. Pulse, pulse. Both hips stay flat on the floor as much as you can. You don't want to let those, the opposite hip raise up, though it's pretty difficult to allow that not to happen. Last time, twist, dive forward. Nice job. Come back up to center. Let's round down again, going back to our series of 5, round down through the spine. Nice job, guys. Extend one leg up towards the ceiling. We're going to go for the straight leg stretch. Other leg comes out on diagonal. Grab on behind the hamstring, calf muscle, or ankle. We're going to pull, and switch. Pull, pull. Legs stay in the inside of the frame of the body. Lower back stays planted on the mat. Knees can be bent here too. Pull, pull, and switch. But the goal is to really elongate those legs. Pull, pull, and switch. Pull, pull, and switch. And every time we pull, pull, we're stretching out those hamstrings just a little bit. Pull, pull, and stretch. Let's pick up the tempo here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Nice job. Bring the neck down, release the neck, look left and right. Hey, Karen. Rolling like a ball. Extend the legs up toward the ceiling. With momentum, rock yourself up. I want you guys to shift your hips forward. We're going to do rolling like a ball. My hands are going to wrap around the front of my ankles, and I'm going to pull my heels towards my hips. And I'm working on rounding and practicing my C curve, pulling my belly button back towards my spine, dropping my head down, looking down towards my belly button. I want you guys just to come back for a balance. Find your C curve, gaze down at your belly button, press your ankles into your hands into your ankles. Really, really pressing, trying to open up that lower back, trying to create a beautiful C shape from the crown of the head down to the tailbone. Once you have your balance, we're going to do 4 rolls. We're going to come all the way back and then come up. If you don't want to roll, you can just stay here working on your balance. Keep pressing the shins into the hands, and when you're ready, roll it back and roll up. Find your balance. Roll back and roll up. 3 more times. Roll back and up. And every time you may not come up to your balance, and that's okay. Roll up. Roll back. 2 more times. Roll up. 1 more time. Roll back and roll up. Nice job. From here, grab onto the backs of your legs. Walk yourself down. We're going to keep going with our series of 5. Hands are going to come underneath the hips. I almost forgot where I was. Hands are going to come underneath the hips. Not literally, but in my my list of exercises. Okay, the legs are extended, knees can be bent, extended up fully, open like a book. We're gonna lower down for 2 and raise up for 2. Lower down for 2. Knees can be bent here and still open like a book if you want. Lower down for 2. Inhale, raise it up, exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Keep that lower back down on the mat as we do this. 4 more. Inhale, reach the legs long, guys. Exhale. 1 more. Let's do 1 more for good measure. Lower down and then raise it up. Nice job. Bring the knees into the chest. We're going to do some frogs. So knees are going to be wide, more like over your rib cage. Feet are going to be flexed here. That lower back stays planted on the mat. We're going to send the legs out on a diagonal, or they can be raised up towards the ceiling. I want you to press the heels away up and away from you, no matter if they're pressing up toward the ceiling or pressing out on a diagonal. I want you to press, elongate the legs, activate the quads, press the heels away, then pull them back down. Keep the feet flexed and then press away again. Keep that lower back planted on the mat. Here we go for 8. Here's 8. and press, and 7, and press. Hands are down by your side. 6, 5, and 4. Keep pressing those heels away. You may feel a little bit of shaking in the legs. Here's 2. And last one. Nice job, nice job. All right, we're gonna bend the legs and then just shake them out just a little bit. We're gonna extend the legs up toward the ceiling and we're gonna do the roll. Actually, no, guys, I'm sorry. We're gonna stay down. We're gonna do the roll over. For this next one, if you don't wanna roll over fully, you can just be down on your mat and working on raising the legs up toward the ceiling, activating those lower abs, pressing your hands into the floor to roll yourself up and back. So you can practice there, or the legs are going to come out on a diagonal and we're going to rock up into the back. Hands can come to your hips for support. Legs are going to open wide, flex the feet, and now we're going to round down through the spine. So it's a lot about the feet here. Point the toes, bring them forward. I'll demonstrate one more time. Just watch me. Try not to practice while your neck is in a weird angle. I want to make sure your head and neck stays in line with the spine. Feet are pointed here. We're going to roll over. Hands are supported. Open your feet hip width apart. Flex your feet here. So toes are pointed to start, then flex. They're going to come all the way down. Toes, their legs are going to swoop around. Toes are going to point, and let's do it again. All together for 4 times. Here we go. We go in 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Round up. Feet open wide. Flex the feet. Round down through the spine with control. Swoop the legs together, point the toes. Here we go again. Round up and over. Feet open wide, flex the feet, round down through the spine. If you're not doing this with me, remember, just practice on raising the legs up. Here we go again. Press the legs up into the back. Feet open, hip width apart. Flex the feet. Round down through the spine with control. Feet come together. One more time, guys. Yes, you can. Round up into the back. Feet open, flex the feet. Round down through the spine with control. Nice job. Bring the knees into the chest. Beautiful. Rock side to side. From here, we're going to do the bicycle. Hands are going to come behind the head. Clasp your hands together. They're going to support the lower head, the back of the lower head, and then the thumbs are going to come down the sides of the neck for support. We're going to raise up the shoulders. And every single time you bicycle, I want you to think about drawing the shoulder towards the knee instead of drawing the elbow. So elbows are going to stay quite wide. Here we go. For 8, 7. Join me when you're ready. 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Nice job. You deserve a little bit of a stretch. Grab your knees, rock side to side, massage that lower back on the floor. Plant your feet down. We're going to do a little bit of a pigeon stretch. Cross one foot over that bent knee and then pull the shape back towards you. Taking a reclined pigeon, just a little stretch because we just did a lot of hard work right there. From here, guys, we're going to drop the sole of the foot down towards the floor, taking a twist here. If you want to, hands can come down into cactus or they can extend out side to side. I want you to gaze over the opposite shoulder. If you need to, if it doesn't feel good for your lower back, you can always untwist a little bit. Come to a position that feels good for your spine. Holding for 4 and 3. Whenever I'm in this position, I just want to yawn and stretch. Bring those knees back to center. Rock side to side for a second and then drop your feet back down towards the floor. Opposite pigeon. So cross the opposite leg over, thread the hands through, draw the shape back towards you. Feel the stretch in the opposite hip this time. Oh. Nice job, everyone. We're going to drop the sole of the foot down towards the floor to take our twist. Hands can come to cactus pose or T position, look over the opposite shoulder. We are going to move up to open leg rocker, and then bridge, and then some side planks, and then we're going to go into side kick series. So bring the knees back into the chest, rock side to side for a second, massage that lower back once more on the floor, extend the legs up toward the ceiling, and then rock yourself up to a seated position. Let's go into open leg rocker. So we're gonna bring our hips close to our heels, and my hands are gonna wrap around my ankles. So my thumb is in the front, my pinky is gonna wrap around to the back. So it's not like rolling like a ball where my hands are wrapping around fully to the front. My fingers are kind of dispersed around my ankles. I want you guys to find your balance on your C curve, grabbing onto your ankles. We're going to extend one leg up toward the ceiling, and then with control, we're going to bring it back down. We're going to do this a couple times on each side. Let's do the other side. We're still wrapping through the spine. We're still trying to find our C curve. With control, pull it back down. One more time each side. With control, raise it up, and then with control, we bring it down. Again, one more time, raise it up, and then pull it down. Still finding our balance here. A thing I've never talked about before is when we raise the legs up, let's try it now to find our full balance. The feet are going to be hip width apart, maybe a little bit wider, and then with control, bring it back down. We're going to do this 2 more times. Here we go. This is in our practice. Find your balance, raise them up, hold it here for 4, 3, yes you can, 2, bring it back down with control. One more time, guys. Raise it up and hold. 4, 3, 2, with control, bring it back down. Okay, so now we're gonna do our rollbacks. If you want to, you can grab on behind the knees and roll back all the way, and then roll up to find your balance. That's modified open leg rocker, or you can do full expression. Let's see if I can come up and find my balance. Maybe not today, but you know what? We work on it. So let's do 4 all together, whether it's modified or full expression, finding your balance. And when you're ready, roll all the way back. And then roll back up to seated, find your balance. Roll back. And roll up. Roll back 2 more times. And roll up. Roll back. Last time, roll all the way up, roll all the way up, find your balance. And then with control, walk your hands all the way down. Bring your feet, plant your feet down. We're gonna do bridge again, just like we did in our warm-up. We're rolling up from the tailbone first, all the way through the spine, like a string of pearls, and then from the chest down, rolling back down through the spine. Hands are gonna be down by our sides. Here we go. Round up through the spine, inhale, and then exhale, round down through the spine like a string of pearls. Drop the tailbone down towards the floor, arch the back here, and now we're gonna rock the pelvis up, and then lift up like a string of pearls, inhale, and then exhale, round down. Let's do 4 more. Here we go. Inhale. And then exhale, round down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop it down. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Really engaging those glutes. Exhale, round down. 1 more time. Inhale, lift. And exhale, round down. Nice job. Bring the knees into the chest. Rock side to side. We're going to engage our obliques. So we're going to come up to seated, raise up the legs, hands come behind the knees, rock yourself up. We're going to come into, I'm going to slide my mat just a little bit. We're going to go into a side plank. So we're going to activate the obliques. If you guys want to, your knees can be stacked, legs can be extended, feet can be staggered or stacked. It's up to you. We're going to come up onto our forearm for this. We're going to raise it up for 16 counts and then lower it back down. Here we go, guys. So pick the foot position that's right for you. Here we go. And 4, 3, 2, raise it up, hold it. Find your breath here. 8 more counts for 8, 7, 6, 5. Can you raise up the hip a little bit more? 3, 2, 1, nice job. Let's bring our hands behind us. Swing your hips to the other side. Let's do the other side. And then we're gonna go into the side kick series to work the hips a little bit. Take your leg position. Here we go. 3, 2, lift it up and hold. Yes, you can. 8 more counts. Can you raise up the hip a little bit more towards the ceiling? Hold it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Lower down. Line your body up with the back half of your mat. You can be up on your forearm. You can be supporting your head here, or your arm can be extended. The only thing I want you guys to be able to do is slide a piece of paper underneath your side, so we're not letting the torso drop down. We're keeping it lifted, and that's what we did the side plank. We're going to activate those obliques to keep this lifted. And the other way you can think about doing this is extending the top leg long as we do these exercises. The more you reach this top leg, the more you're going to lift your torso up from the mat. So from here, guys, feet are going to come to the front corner of your mat, or your shins can be parallel to the front for support, wherever is best for you. If your feet are extended to the front, the top toe can be untucked or it can be tucked. I feel tucked. It's up to you. This hand can come to the front. We're going to kick, and then reach the foot to the back, not letting the powerhouse move. Here we go. Kick, and then reach. Kick, and reach that leg to the back. Don't let the torso move. Kick. We're going to do 6 of these. Reach. Kick, and reach. 2 more. Kick, and reach. 1 more time. Kick. We're going to go right into bicycles. Reach the leg long. Bend the knee. Shift the shape to the back. Keep it hip height and then extend. Let's do 3 more. Reach it forward. Bend the knee. Shift the shape to the back. Keep the torso right where it is and extend. You're going to feel the glute if you're not letting the torso move. Switch it to the back and then extend. 1 more time. Swing it forward. Bend the knee. Shift it to the back and then extend. From here, we're going to pulse, flex the top foot, and we're going to pulse it up to the back. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Bring the feet together. We're going to raise the leg hip height, point the top toe. We're going to draw baby circles to the back, but don't let the torso move. The circles are the size of a tennis ball. Circle to the front for 8, 7, 6, 5. Next, we're going to do barrel circles. So we're going to draw big circles with our toe, the size of a barrel. Draw it to the front, all the way up, and then back to center. Draw it up. Draw it up. 2 more, guys. Up. Let the leg naturally rotate in the hip socket. Now we're going to trace opposite direction. So we're going to shift to the back first, raise it up, and then to the front, and then bring it back to center. Up, lift, with control. Keep going. Raise it up, draw it up. 2 more. Raise it up, nice and slow with control. Last one. Nice job. From here, we're going to drag the toe up towards the knee, extend up towards the ceiling, flex the foot, and then squeeze it down. 3 more, raise it up. Extend the leg, flex the foot, squeeze it down. And squeeze the inner thigh, squeeze the glutes. Toe comes all the way up. Extend, flex the foot, squeeze it down. 1 more time. Raise it up, extend, flex the foot, squeeze it down. Now we're going to reverse it. Flex the foot, raise it up, point the toe. Toe comes all the way down to the knee, and then we're going to squeeze it down this way 3 more times. Here we go. Flex the foot, raise it up. Toe comes down. Extend it down. Nice job. Flex the foot, raise it up. Point the toe. Slide it down. Squeeze it down 1 more time. Nice job. Nice job. Bring the shins parallel to the front of the mat, clams. So just opening the knee, pressing it to the back. We just have 16 of these. It immediately starts to burn. Doesn't take any time whatsoever. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and then we're going to do scissor kicks. 3, 2. I'm doing this because it burns, but in the best way possible. Extend the left leg, the legs long on the mat. Switch and switch. If you want to, you can bring the opposite hand behind the leg for a little bit more of a challenge. Switch. Let's pick up the tempo here for 8. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5. Reach the legs long. 3, 2. Nice job. Can you raise up the legs and hold it for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Nice job. Roll onto the stomach. We're going to do heel kicks or heel beats. Hands are going to come down. Forehead comes to the hands. Lift the legs up as high as you can here. And we're going to beat the heels together for 20 counts. Here we go. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release it down. Rock the hips side to side for a second to release the lower back. Hands come underneath the shoulders. Press back into child's pose. just for a little piece of heaven for 1 second. Then we're going to switch sides and go right into the other side. Nice job, guys. Here we go. Come on up. Let's switch to the other side. Line up with the back half of your mat to start. Make sure you're in line. Pick your hand position, then bring your feet to front, however you see best fit for you. Top leg raises up. We're going to kick, and then reach it to the back. Kick. That front leg's to the front corner. My toe is tucked. 6. Here we go. 1. And reach to the back. Don't let the torso move. Kick. And reach. And because we started late today, we're just going to keep going till 1 o'clock instead of 12:45. And reach. 2 more. Kick. So if you can stay, that'd be great. But if you can't, I totally understand. Bicycles. Here we go. Reach it forward. Bend the knee. Shift that shape to the back. Don't let it move. And then extend. Reach it forward. Bend. Shift it to the back. Feel the glute and extend. 2 more. One more. Reach it forward and bend the knee. Shift it to the back and straighten. Flex the foot. Pulse it up here. Pulse. Give me 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Nice job. You should feel the glute a lot there. If we're going to bring the feet back, the top legs on top of the supporting leg. Point the top foot. Baby circles to the back for 8. Here we go. 8, 7. Don't let the torso move. 4, 3. Circle to the front for 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 3. Barrel circles from the front to the back. Here we go. Big circles all the way up and to the back with control. With control to the front, circling all the way to the top and lowering it back down. 4 more in this direction. Use your front hand for support. 2 more. Last one. Circle opposite direction for 6. Let the leg naturally rotate in the hip. And as you guys can see also, I'm alternating my head and neck position. I have a sensitive neck, and we want to make sure that we do our best for our bodies and protect our joints. So make sure you do the same. Bring the feet on top of each other. We're going to rotate the top leg so the knees trying to face the ceiling. We're going to slide the toe up and then extend the leg with control. Flex the foot, squeeze it down. Inner thighs, glutes, even the torso. Squeeze it up, extend, flex, squeeze it down. Nice job. Side it up. Extend the foot, flex, and squeeze it down. Flex and squeeze it down. Give me 1 more. Slide it up, extend, flex, squeeze it down. Let's do the opposite side, the opposite way. Flex the foot, lift it up, point the toe. Toe comes to knee, slide it down, squeeze. Flex the foot, raise it up. Toe comes to the knee, slide it down, flex the foot, raise it up. Nice job. 2 more. Flex it up, toe points down, squeeze it down. 1 more. Here we go. Nice job. Nice job. Bring the shins parallel to the front of the mat. Clamshell. 16. Here we go. Here's 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Here's 8. 8 more. 8. It's unbelievable how effective this little movement is, especially when you don't do it all the time. I notice when I'm practicing a lot, this definitely feels easier. 4 more. 4. We had Labor Day off last week. I didn't do Pilates, and I'm really feeling it. Last one. Scissor kicks. Extend the legs long for a second. Massage the hip a little bit. Massage the hip a little bit. Here we go for scissor kicks. Your hand can be in front on the floor, or it can come behind the head for a little bit more support or more challenge. 4, 3. Reach the legs long. Point the toes. Let's pick up the tempo for 8. Let's go. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Beautiful job. Yes. Roll onto your stomach. Hands are going to come down to your mat. Forehead comes to your hands. Raise the legs up. 20 heel beats. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you didn't get it before, hopefully you get it then. Hands come underneath the shoulders. Press back. Child's pose. Little piece of heaven. Nice job. Let me check the time. Oh my goodness. 4 minutes to 1. All right. We're going to do the boomerang 2 times. Come up to seated position because I love this one. It's a great way to end class. We're going to cross the right foot over the left. Please watch me one time if you've never seen this before. Hands are going to come right by your side. We're going to C-curve roll all the way down. We're going to roll back. We're going to open, close. The hips are going to come down towards the floor, roll down, come up to your teaser, lower the legs down, reach up and over for a stretch. We're going to do that each time. If you want to modify, you can come up into your teaser with your knees bent and then bring your legs down. Here we go. Here we go, guys. Roll back. 3, 2, and 1. Roll it back. Use your hands for support. Open, close. Left leg's now on top. Roll down through the spine. Come up to teaser. Lower the legs down with control. Reach up and over for a stretch. Hold it. 4, 3, 2. Come back up to seated. Let's do the other side. Roll back and down. Whenever you're doing these, open, close, roll down through the spine. You really want to make sure come up to your teaser. Roll down with control, lower down with control, reach up and over. Whenever you're doing these, please watch me for the demonstration because I want to make sure that when you're rolling back, you're always keeping your head and neck in line with your spine. Come back up to seated. Let's finish up with the seal. Bend those knees. Hands are going to come through and wrap around the ankles to the front. We're going to come back for a balance. We're going to clap our feet together like a seal, round all the way back. As we do, we clap 3 times. Come up for a balance, clap 3 times. Here we go. Let's roll back for 5. Roll it back. 1, 2, 3. Up and balance. 1, 2, 3. Roll it back. 1, 2, 3. Roll up. 1, 2, 3. This is just a nice little massage for the spine. 1, 2, 3. 2 more. Roll back. 1, 2, 3. And up. 1, 2, 3. Last time. Roll back. 1, 2, 3. And up. 1, 2, 3. Nice job. Turn to face the front. Let's take 3 deep inhales and exhales to finish up. Inhale up. Exhale, hands down. 2 more times. Inhale up. Exhale, hands back down. 1 more time. Inhale up. Exhale, hands down to heart center. I hope you enjoyed today's class as much as I did. Thank you so much. Great job. Great effort. I hope to see you next week. Thank you so much. Thank you.